Dear students, in last class, we have seen the terminologies that we are going to use in reinforcement learning and what is the definition of reinforcement learning. Now, in this video, we will see reinforcement learning algorithm, means how reinforcement learning is going to work and what is the role of the Bellman equation for reinforcement learning. Now, when you want to learn the process of reinforcement learning, first you should understand that we want agent and we are expecting that agent is taking the action in environment. Now, agent means what? Anything. As an example, you can consider AI robot. Now, environment means what? It may be a room, a maze, a football ground, or anything. Okay. Now, to understand the concept of reinforcement learning, I'm taking the example of maze environment. And how is that maze as shown in the diagram? Now, in this maze, you can see 12 blocks starting from S1 to S12. S1, S2, S3 are plain blocks. S4 is having diamond. Means whenever robot will move to S4, he has achieved his goal. He will get the reward of +1. Now S5 is also a plain block. S6 is a wall, it is an obstacle. S7 is a plain block. S8 is a block which is containing fire. Means whenever user will move to S8, he will get the penalty of -1. Means S8 is not the goal of the robot. S4, which is containing diamond, is only the goal of the robot. Now your robot is situated in the block S9. Okay. And again the S10, S11 and S12 are plain blocks from which the agent can move. Now, what are the possible actions that agent can take? Agent can take the 4 actions. He can move in 4 directions: up, down, left, and right. Okay. Now, what I'm considering as example that my agent is in the block S9. Now I want to reach to the block S4. Then which path I can take? From S9 I go to S5, from S5 to S1, then S2, S3, and finally I will reach to my goal and I will get the reward of +1. When you are looking into the maze, your brain may think that this is a very simple solution. But when you are training a machine, when you are training a robot, then you should take care that that robot is not struck with the wall. The robot is not entered into the block asset which is containing fire. He should reach to the goal, that is the block which is containing diamond. Then only he will get the reward. Now, how to remember the path? S9, S5, S1, S2, S3, S4. How robot will remember this path? Now, let me put the value 1 in the block which is visited. Now, he is starting from S9. I will make it as a 1. Then he will going to the S5, 1. S1, 1, S2, 1, S3, 1. Okay. Now, this is during the first iteration of traveling your maze. Okay. Now, what is the problem here is when I am coming for the second iteration, and suppose in the second iteration my robot is not situated in S9, the robot is situated in S1. Then what you have told is visit the blocks which are having the value 1. Now here robot will get confused because S2 is having the value 1 and even the S5 is having the value 1. Then which action robot should take? Whether he should move on right side direction or whether he should move in the downward direction. He don't know. He want to reach to the goal. By seeing the maze, you will tell that he should move to the right, he should select the block S2. But robot don't know whether moving toward the S2 or moving toward the S5, he will reach to the goal. So putting the value 1 in the visited block is not the correct solution to remember the path. To get the policy, to get the strategy of optimum reward. Okay. Now solution to this problem is given by the Bellman equation. So Bellman equation is the equation that is developed by the mathematician Bellman, and that's why the name is given as a Bellman equation. Now here what I am doing is I am taking the help of the value function. And while considering the value function, I am remembering that the reward that I am getting in the next state is based on the previous state. Okay. Now, let us consider that A is the action that is performed by the agent. S is the state that I obtained after taking the action A. R is the reward, that is the feedback, that is the outcome of my action. That may be good or bad, whatever it is. And I'm considering a learning factor, that is a discount factor, gamma here. Now, how we can write on the Bell equation is first I should find out the reward that I'm getting because of action A in the state S. I should find out first that reward. Then the value of the previous state. S dash means what? The state that is coming previous to S. Then that should be multiplied with R. Out of these two values, whatever is maximum, that will give me the value of current state. So VS is what? Value calculated at the particular state, at particular point. RSA is what? Reward for a state S obtained by performing the action A. Gamma is a discount factor, learning factor, and VS dash is a value at the previous state. Means S dash is the state previous to S. Now, what is my goal? I want to obtain the maximum value so that I can reach the target block. Then, instead of starting from bottom block, what I will do is I will start in the reverse way. That is from S3. Then for S3, what I should do? I should apply the Bellman equation. Now before S3, there is no state. That's why the B of S dash is 0. Okay. Now the reward that I have obtained in the S3 state is 1. That's why the value of the S3 will be 1 because this is having the value 1 and this is having the value as 0. The maximum of 1 comma 0 is what? 1. So that I am considering as a value that I am getting in the first block. Now, when I am going to the second block, now what is happening? You have to find out the reward for S2, taking the help of reward at the previous state, that is the S3. Now, for that purpose, I need the value of gamma. Here, I am considering the value of gamma as 0.9. Now, 0.9 should be multiplied by 1. Okay. Now, let us consider that here I am not getting any reward when I am moving to S2 because I am moving in the reverse direction. Okay. So, the reward that I am obtaining in the S2 is what? 0. And the reward obtained at S3 is 1, which is multiplied by gamma. So I will get 0.9 and 0. I should choose the maximum between them. So I will get the 0.9. So in the same way, when I proceed to the third block, again the 0.9 should be multiplied with the 0.9. I will get the 0.81. Now 0.81 should be multiplied with the 0.9. I will get the 0.73. Now when I am coming to the bottom block, that is the S9, again multiply with the 0.9 and you will get the 0.66. So what will be your view is, as S3 is the state which is helping me to reach to the target goal, the reward that I'm obtaining is the 1. Then by multiplying with the discount factor, the reward obtained in state S2 is 0.9, S1 is 0.81, S5 is 0.73, and S9 is the 0.66. So when you are following this path, so these are all the rewards that you are obtaining. By adding those rewards, we can find out that this path is giving me the maximum reward. So this is a optimum policy. Now, suppose that your robot is starting from S7. Then in that case, when he moves to the left, there is a wall. So this is not the correct action. When he moves to the right, there is a fire. Again, this is not the correct action. When he moves to the up, then that is a correct action. And whatever is the block near 1, that will get the reward of zero point 0.9. When you move to the down, whatever is the block near zero point 0.9, that will get the reward of 0.81. So here to the down, he will get the 0.81. Now, whatever are the blocks nearest to the 0.81, that will get the reward of 0.73. So the previous and next will get the value of 0.73. So these are the values that I'm getting at each block. Now, by summing this value, I should find out the correct path. So this is what the role of Bellman equation in reinforcement learning, that is giving you the path of maximum value, path of maximum reward. So this is how your reinforcement learning is operating. Thank you.